Hey everyone, it's just me tonight. I'm Taylor. We're the Peopleorians. Uh and everyone's out, so it's just me. It's just me and my lava outfit. And tonight we're gonna I don't know, play some Fall Guys, talk about some video games. Let me get some water here. I hope y'all at home are drinking enough water. About me, I've been playing a lot of RimWorld lately. That's been fun. It really is a game that like should be played with mods. Just like there's so many mods that straight up and improve the game. A lot of them are there's tons of quality of life mods, stuff that streamlines how the colonists like haul things and move stuff around, which is really cool. Because what's funny is that like the game has a built-in like what's the word? Like equipment system where there's like different equipment slots, but there's also like a total amount that the character can carry. But what's weird is that like the amount that the character can carry, they don't use that very much because they don't carry very much with them. So some of these mods let it that they when they're hauling stuff, they'll actually like put stuff in their pocket and then carry more, which allows them to carry multiple stacks of things. Unless the thing they're carrying is like really, really heavy. For instance, like a marble chunk or whatever. Yeah, it's kind of funny because with mods it makes you realize what parts of the game retained their sort of Dwarf Fortress origins. Like for instance, whoa, no, okay. For instance, like when you build, ow, when you build a refrigerator, all refrigerators in RimWorlds, like without mods, are just walk-in refrigerators. Like it's always a walk-in refrigerator because you have to build a platform for everything to sit on, which is kind of funny. No. Whereas if you got the okay. Whereas if you have the deep storage mod. Oh, ow, no. If you have the deep storage mod, you can put things in actual like baskets and such. No, that's wrong. You can put things in shelves, and if you got the Rim Fridge mod, then on top of that you can just build refrigerators, and you don't need to build an entire room just to hold all your foods and such. I'd say that one of the bane of the existence of like any attempt at modern living in RimWorlds is the solar flare. Basically, it disables any electronics, which means that like all your hydroponics, all your hydroponic crops will start dying, all of your lights will be out, and you can't run your electric stove. I wonder if there's a mod that lets you build a hybrid electric and wood-powered stove. Mainly because I don't want to have to build both, and if you build a couple electric stoves because you're building like a kitchen or whatever, and there's a solar flare, then you just can't make any food. Unless you have the Rim Bees mod, in which case you're like, oh yeah, I can make food. Like, I'll just slap some honey on some raw meat and now it's food. I would say that's one of the things that is great, but maybe not entirely realistic with the Rim Bees mod that adds bees and honey and stuff, is that it acts as like a cooking table, but you don't need to fuel it or anything. Which is kind of funny. I really like Fall Guys. It's very colorful. I feel like I've actually gotten decent at it. With the exception to the, what you call it? With the exception of the memorization courses I have trouble with, and anything where what is it? That hexagon one is the bane of my existence. Ba-da-da-bum, ba-da-da-da-bum, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-dum-bum, ba-do, ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum, ba-ba-bum, ba-dum, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-dum, Hey, is that LeJack? Oh, I'm not in the party right now, so he can't hear me. How did I even land on that? Oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I need to remember that I can jump those gaps. Ah! The one person was waiting at the end. Hold on, let me get out of here and then let me join the party. Give me a second here. Notifications. Join the party. Hey! You got a bad habit of... Bro, you have a bad habit of like calling me when I'm late. Bro, I was streaming. You could hear me on the call. You could have.
Yeah, but then I started the party and you weren't joining the party, and I was like, did he
Maybe,
see the notification?
I don't know. It's not a game you can pause, you know.
No,
I may
of
have been
course
doing
not.
some kind of obstacle course.
You know, that's a very...
So yeah, I don't know. It says he's online right now. Man, I don't know. I thought it was just you and me, and you were gonna be a little late tonight, but otherwise.
Well, now I'm here. I'm gonna call Giggle because he's supposed to be with the... What the hell? There's machines going in here. That's not okay.
LeJack, you gotta join. LeJack.
Get it and like... Hey, okay, I'm back. Alright.
He
So,
returns.
yeah, sorry.
LeJack!
Yeah, sorry.
LeJack, I just realized, so I just saw this post, and it made my brain go,
Wait, hang on. I gotta call Giggle and find out what he's doing.
Is it, I don't know, is it that important though?
He's online, isn't he? Supposed to stream with us. I don't know he wasn't gonna be on here already. I assumed he would be.
The Jack.
Okay, whatever. Start the game. Start the game. Start the
I
game.
think
Guess who has a
oh my
working
gosh!
PC
I just
now?
looked up and I saw your hat. That's amazing. What is that? What's that called?
Oh, you're talking to me. Yeah, this is Disco Ball. I'm a Disco Ball boy now.
Wow, you're round.
I am very round.
There was I saw this post and it's like, hold on. There's a, what happens to ghosts if the planet blows up? If the Earth exploded and there was ghosts, well, where would the ghosts be floating around in space? Would there be a paranormal version of Earth, like a ghost planet? And I'm like, dude, that is the coolest thing. That should totally
would the Earth be a ghost?
I would love ghost planets to be a thing, where
Ghost
there's
planets.
a ghost of a planet that blew up somewhere out there. That's such a cool idea.
Dude, what if Mogo became a ghost?
Mogo? Okay.
Mogo the Living Planet.
Oh, not Ego?
No, not Ego. Mogo. He's like Ego, except he's nice and he's a Green Lantern.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
Well, then
forgot.
no Mogo existed, did ya?
No, I did not know about that Mogo.
Yeah, man. Mogo the Living Planet. He's just a sentient planet that's also a Green Lantern. And he serves as a base of operations from time to time.
I'm just thinking. I love big living thingies. Is like on my list of set pieces. I like giant dead things, but I also love giant living places.
Yeah, man.
Like a Danny the Street. I still have the not the Photoshop, but like there's a shot of Danny the Street from above that shows you the entire street, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I combined that with all the shots of Danny the Street in Doom Patrol, and I have over half of the buildings like mapped and named, which is pretty neat. I mean, that's the original version, though. As you may know, Danny gets reverted to Danny the Brick.
Yeah, I saw that one. I read that comic.
Oh, I launched myself forward.
Oh my god.
That was brilliant. When entering, enter in a way that that gives you slightly more time by entering sideways.
Ow.
Like so. They should play more of the music of the game while you're playing the game. I'm actually pretty fond of it.
Hmm. Okay, I guess I'll just be down here then. No.
Interesting. They switched this one up.
Oh, well, that was idiotic of me. Even attempt.
No!
No!
Oh, it spins so fast. It's so fast, Blue Jack.
Okay, I definitely pushed the jump button. Oh, fuck you.
Okay, I got this. As long as I avoid any of the stragglers. We need a name for people who loiter at the end of the course, just to
Did you
troll
make
people.
it?
Yes.
Did you qualify?
I qualified.
Good for you. I did not.
Aw.
Come back, didn't even get past the stupid freaking fan. Oh, so guess who finally has a working PC now?
Brendan Fraser.
No, this guy.
Yeah, but can you imagine it though? I can see it in my head.
You know, I'm trying to picture it, and I don't know, man. I feel like I feel like he'd be more confused than anything.
Robot fingers.
I mean, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm like, how do I PC? Man, I like...
I'd say... My first bit of advice, find a hobby that involves typing to people. Oh, no, wait. I was gonna say have a hobby that involves typing to people, but technically you've been on, I guess you text a lot, but nah, if, you gotta, practice, I would normally say practice typing, but basically you just find a hobby or whatever that involves a lot of typing.
Hey, yeah. Is there anything in the chat? Because I just realized I don't have the chat open.
Ah, I got launched back. I didn't see anything yet, but I don't have the chat open either, so...
Well...
Ah, dang it.
We are not very good streamers.
I think they switched... the fan thing. It seems to push back more. Okay, today we learned that you can qualify if you touch where the end goal is, even if you just hit the archway.
That's all you gotta do. Welp. Did you make it? I wasn't looking.
Yes.
Okay, good. Good. Get that dub. Dubbity boop.
Have you seen that video that's just like, just a scat thing that's like, skibbity bop doo bop, and then a toilet explodes? Ah,
that is a
triangle.
Triangle.
I need the eggs. Give me the egg.
Get egg for triangle.
I do get egg for triangle. I'm not gonna carry it all the way there. My plan is to kind of, you know when you're a kid and you learn how to throw a basketball and you learn that you gotta jump and then throw to give it a little oomph? Basically that's my plan. I do a jump and a throw. It's John Stamos. It's different John. Give me that. Gimme. Oh! Okay, well, these are contested eggs. These eggs are in contested waters. Oh, that guy looks sus. No! Ah, dang it. I just need to go and grab it from their base.
Get him! Get all the eggs. They look like... They remind me of Yoshi eggs.
They do look like Yoshi eggs. They're very default looking eggs.
Yeah.
Haha, that was my plan all along. There. I need to commit to the egg. Really? Really? No one was protecting the eggs and we lost all the... I guess no one was grabbing the eggs fast enough. What if I just grab an egg? What if I just grab an egg? No, what if I grab an egg and I just walk in front of a hammer and let physics do the rest?
That would be pretty smart.
Dang it, it wouldn't let me jump. I feel like something broke the game there because I couldn't jump up from the edge. I am disappointed. Looks like you're going to the pachinko machine, Jimbo.
Disappointed!
Speaking of pachinko machines, I really appreciate the wildness of the what's the word? Oh, look at that. The wildness that is the all the side games in the Yakuza games. You know, the mini games and stuff, like you get into real estate or whatever.
You don't just get into real estate, you get into free real estate.
Oh hey, there's Giggle. Where the hell were you?
Pooping.
Ah, that explains it.
That's why I poop early before the stream.
Hey man, I was pooping a lot of things out.
Everybody in the club make a poop.
Everybody, it's a poop party.
There's this guy who keeps posting pictures of like him and like just walls of like headgear. But I was like, why does he have so many of the same thing? And then for some reason I never realized that it's because he probably like works there, or he goes there a lot, and that's a store. That's just the store. I've never been to that store, so I've never seen what the walls look like there. It's kind of wild. You still there?
It is wild.
Oh, do you wanna join us tonight?
Of course.
Right. I'll invite the players in the group. No, not. Hold on. Players in party, giggle, invite. There. Okay.
How long has it been? How long has it been since we're not at full force? We need Derek here. How long has it been since Derek is gone?
Oh wow, man, he's working night shifts now.
We don't have a full party. We're not at 100% occupancy.
Nah, here's the thing. I think that we should scale our teams. Like, so when you're playing, you only need a team of 3. You need a team of 3 with Fall Guys. You need a team of 2 with the what's it called? Is it like
Ghost of Tsushima?
Yeah, like 2-player like games and stuff. And we need like a full-on team of 6 with just half of the team not saying anything most of the time. Blue Jack, ready up.
Spectating.
Yeah,
yes,
when we're playing Overwatch, I really want a full-on like squad for Overwatch.
Yeah.
that would be nice.
That would be cool.
If you drop soap on the floor, does the floor get clean? And does the soap get dirty?
What the fuck?
If you drop carpet cleaner on the floor is dirty, but it's also cleaner than you left it.
It's like, if I dropped spaghetti on the floor, I would have to clean it by like boiling it and
yeah, the only way to get that clean is dusting it off and then putting it in boiling water for 11 to 12 minutes.
Dusting it off? You use like a microfiber duster over
Do you not?
Use my feather duster.
I thought of like the perfect but also cursed idea. Make a mod for RimWorlds that makes it that when you're mining, one of the ores that you can hit is just meat.
Meat?
Yeah, so it's like West of Loathing where there's meat mines.
You just get meat mines, you get different types of meat, just like prime rib, Angus beef.
That might be interesting.
Chicken.
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger. That's the rarest of meats.
In the, in the medium time while I was checking my phone between rounds. Wait, Blue Jack, where are you?
I'm here.
Are you? Oh, look at the.
Yeah, I didn't qualify.
I saw a guy with the headgear at the start, and I was like, "Wait, did Blue Jack not move?"
I know. I saw his disco ball, and I thought he was like in a corner somewhere.
Nah, they kept falling off.
Can you hear that?
What is that?
It's my cat.
Oh, that's cute.
She purred. She purred.
Have you seen that video where it's like a cheetah and it like walks up to the camera and it like grinds its face against it and you can hear it purring, and the guy just goes, Cheeto.
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 I need to see that video. Wait, I didn't even see that.
World War Z, but with little bean people. Oh no, oh no.
World War B.
World War Bean.
Oh, I'm not gonna qualify. Oh, wait, oh, no. I'm like way behind.
Alright, this part's tricky because I think they changed the fan. I think they made it that you can't just dive your way out, which sucks because it feels like there's not as much skill involved. Like there isn't an interaction between the player and the fan.
Fan is
okay.
sus. Okay, wait. Wait, no, stop.
No! Ah! I'm trying.
I know, same. I'm trying to get
Oh
over
my
there.
gosh.
Trying to get over there.
I'm just gonna dive there manually. I'll do it manually.
I did the combo though. I got hit by one of the launchers and then I got launched into the other one and I got launched into the goal. Try to do that, that's awesome. When you finally get to do it.
Yeah!
Oh,
Did I just get 32nd place?
okay. 32nd place.
I love that weird, like, moment of limbo where the round ends, but then it just cuts to a random character.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm playing with the Peopleorians.
How's that going?
Alright.
Hello,
Get
cat.
away from the
Hello,
mic.
cats.
I know you like rubbing your face on things. Iris says hi.
Hi, Iris.
Hello. Oh, there's. Oh! Man, I was not ready for. What is that, an apple? A very mango colored apple. Oh!
There's a lot of fruits.
My
more fruits than I
mango
thought.
is my main goal is to not get hit by a mango.
And then act like I don't know nobody. Oh no, I got hit by the fucking cinnamon stick.
Oh man.
Fuck off.
Did that banana just bounce backwards?
Oh, I'm not qualifying, boys. Alright.
Oh man. Did I just get an achievement for being bashed with citrus? Man, I should have paid closer attention to that Monty Python skit, so I would have known how to defend against fresh fruit.
Did you both get eliminated?
Yeah,
No.
I did.
Oh wait, yeah, I got out.
So wait, so I'm out, Blue Jack's out. Where
I'm
are you?
Yep.
I'm
We're
out.
all out.
Okay. I am set. Oh, right. I was gonna say there's this thing and it's like, what is it? Zack Snyder addresses the status of hashtag Restore the Snyderverse campaign, saying that Warner Bros. Is aggressively anti-Snyder, and I'm like, good.
Aggressively anti-Snyder.
Yeah, the default state of being. I don't know what's funnier, that like I don't know what's funnier, the fact that like Zack Snyder like built up some really dumb movies and then managed to somehow make it like pay off later, even though like mentioning earlier movies makes it seem like really dumb that you got there, or that like compared to the shots that Joss Whedon chose means that Joss Whedon is even worse at deciding on what to add to a movie. Like, Joss Whedon honestly, like, looked at this script and was like, alright, so, you know that part where, like, there's some scientists and because they've got the the big monster guy is like, well, these scientists have the stink of the magic cube, right? They got that stink on them. I'm gonna ask them about it, and no one in this movie gives any answers because no one in this movie really knows where the cubes are. So like, it never leads to anything in the first place. But like. But he's doing that, and Joss Whedon was like, okay, let's have a funny moment where, like, the heroes are, like, just, like, arguing with each other, and then the scientists die. It's like, what, why? Why, Joss?
Why?
How are you built up tension, and then you had, like, bickering, and it's, like, not even, like, there's no moment later on where they're like, you know, if we weren't fighting, you know, this person would still have, like, a father or a husband or a mother or whatever. Like, there's no moment where they're like, you know, I feel like we've endangered lives with our goofing around. So,
I think the only movies that I can think of off the top of my head that are Zack Snyder movies that aren't fucking superhero movies are 300, Sucker Punch.
no, hold on. I'm gonna argue with you there that
What?
at their heart, 300 and Sucker Punch are also superhero movies.
Okay,
They're just
not
very
300.
No, but 300, 300's whole thing was that it was a, what's the word? It was a group of cinematic fighters. At the end of the day, it's a less powerful, but still like, it has the same, what's the word? Vibe. Not so much superheroes, but it's close enough that I think it's fair to say that like that's his only thing.
Okay, then Dawn of the Dead. That's like one of his early movies.
Sure. I could say
I
yeah.
actually like that one though. I really like Dawn of the Dead. His Dawn of the Dead.
I think I just got 44th place.
Oh, that reminds me. You know what movie has like a really good premise, and I hope that it isn't like ruined by its production and direction. I still can't recall the name of the movie, but it's a heist. It's a heist for the money in Las Vegas, except Las Vegas has been overrun with zombies. I think that's a really cool premise, but it's one of those things where like it sounds like it'd be really good, but it's possible that it could go completely bad. It's kind of like the concept of Mortal Engines, where you're like cities are chomping on each other, and then it's like, but do they deliver on that though?
Do they deliver on the building to building action?
You know, I've never questioned why these bumpers look like candy. You still there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say the bumpers look like little candy things. I mentioned it
hard
before.
Candy, like rock candy.
Yeah, well, you think I always imagine that they're supposed to be bouncy because you know everything is like padded.
I just think
Dang
that
it.
like everything in Fall Guys, if it doesn't like shoot electricity, is candy.
Yeah,
Oh
it
my
does
gosh.
kinda look that
Oh my
way.
god. How did that was really cool until it
You
wasn't.
see, you're doing it. You're doing it.
Please. I need the W.
I think Lou Jack got it.
Did y'all survive?
No, I got
I
out
lived.
before. Yeah, Lou
All
Jack
right,
got it.
I'm gonna watch LeJack then.
There's a toucan in there. Toucan Sam.
It's Toucan Sam, not Toucanot Sam.
We don't live in America, Steve. We live in America. No, wait, that's not right. We live in America. No, we are American.
You're Mexican, not Mexican.
American, not Americanut. There's a lot of places that end with can that you can add.
Can you?
It's Canada, not Canada. I wonder if that headgear messes with your hitbox. Oh, you can just scoot by the side.
Yo, what the fuck?
Go, 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 go.
I always think about that in this game. If costumes change your hitbox or like your model in some way, where
yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
It. So if that's
Lujac,
the case,
yeah.
what's the most optimal costume to get the best like hitbox?
I would say you'd want a minimal hitbox, since oh, watch out for that.
So you would just want default.
Yeah, well, yeah, the default, unless there was something that made it even smaller. Yeah, the blue areas push you up, and the red area, pinkish areas
petition
push you down.
The developers of Fall Guys to give our beans underwear. Like little briefs, little whitey
Briefs, you
tighties.
say? That'd be interesting. Lujac has gotten big brain because he's learned that you can go around these cube things.
Fucking,
which I didn't know.
What's the advantage though? Like, I think
as
people
in
just going up there.
I don't know. I think it's because you can jump from one to the other in case you're worried that it's the passage between them is too tight. Yeah. Watch out for the panel.
Lujak's getting it.
Yep, 13, 15 out of 21. Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah. Oh, come on. That was unfair.
That was good though. Nah,
right
dude.
There. It was right there.
He did the thing too. He even like, oh, come and get it. No.
That was fucking awesome. That was almost awesome. Almost.
You guys like raisins?
Yeah.
Oh. You know what would be? No, I hate raisins. I have a raisin rehydrator at my house so I can turn them back into grapes.
I did that thing where I forgot to leave immediately, so I got stuck spectating because it won't let me just quit immediately. It's like, no, you have to wait for the match to start. That's one thing that I would really like to change about this game.
Yeah, like we know
so
that
annoying.
We know that it's possible to add those menus. Like it just doesn't make sense.
You just let us go. Let my people go.
Let me get out of here.
Let me get the fuck out of here.
Let my people go.
Let them Pokemon go.
Let it go.
Giggle.
I
turn my character model towards you. Giggle.
Here's the situation though. I think I lost my controller. Oh, never mind. There.
Well, that was a close one.
No, that's not my controller. What the fuck? What the fuck is?
Boy, you better ready up.
You know,
how
it's
did
like
you lose your controller?
I don't know how I
You've
lost
been
my
here
controller.
the whole time.
I know.
What, did you put it down when you were spectating?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
He got confused and ate it.
I did eat it. Oh, there it is. It was under my fucking butt.
You were sitting on it?
Yeah, I was fucking sitting on it.
What is that? I think it was Resident Alien, where this guy was like, the titular Resident Alien, who's played by Alan Tudyk, which is hopefully enough to get you into watching it. He's like, you know, pandas, they're actually really dumb. They'll have a baby and they won't recognize it, and they'll be like, what the heck is this thing?
What the heck is this thing?
Yeah, and I'm like, That makes sense for pandas. For some reason, they seem like really low wattage animals.
They don't have a whole lot of the lights aren't all there.
I love the idea of repopulating endangered animals by figuring out like what makes them tick and creating like endangered animal aphrodisiacs.
So just get every animal that is endangered super fucking horny.
Yeah, that actually happened with what's the word? There's like a tortoise out there that had an article that it was like this one horny tortoise helps save itself, save its species from extinction. It's like, you did it! What a legend!
You know, they say the lions are dying out, or at least they're endangered.
I
bet you there's something.
Let me look that up.
There's something that they could do to get a male lion to fuck the shit out of all the lionesses.
Let me look that up. Because I don't know if that's true for all of them.
I know they're endangered.
That's
or at
also
least close to endangered.
Let's see. Lion conservation status vulnerable. Vulnerable. Let's see. Tigers are endangered. Cheetahs are vulnerable. You know what drives me nuts? So there was, I think it was, I forget what state it was. Maybe not like Montana or maybe further south, but there was a species of wolf that was going, like, getting endangered, and they moved like a whole bunch of them into another state and they thrived. But then, like, people, because they're dumb, were like, there's too many wolves in our state, and they want to approve, like, culling all the wolves. And it's like, did you forget why they're here?
Man, why are you
so bad? The forest isn't infested with wolves. They live there. You see?
Now, if you told me the forest was infested with werewolves, then that's a different story.
If you said the forest was infested with sharks, you know, then I'd be concerned. But you see that bit, the wet bit, that's their bit. You see that bit, the dry bit, that's your bit. I love that. I like the bit. Ah, Brilliante. And there's Lujack. There he goes. Will he make it?
Taylor, did you ever get into Magic the Gathering?
Yeah, I did a little bit.
Did you?
Yeah, I learned some of the basics. I watched a series of videos where a guy, rants about the hilariously, like, worst cards in the game. And he's like...
Oh, I've seen this.
So it's like...
the Mana Source?
Maybe it's where he'd go through the cards and be like, all right, so here's the card. It's got like 0/1. I think one of them was like an old Prince of Camel, where it's like it's got like it's got 0/1 or 1/0, so it only has like one hit point or one attack, but not both. And it has the banding ability, which like makes sense because like it's a camel, but like this was back when banding didn't make a lot of sense, and so it's like great. You gave me
make a whole lot of sense.
You gave me a card that it would only be practical if I had like a bunch of other cards with banding at the time. And its special ability that costs extra, that makes it like worth costing extra mana for some reason, is that it doesn't take damage from sandstorms, which like makes sense as a mechanic. That's cool and all, but the thing is, none of the other players were playing things that gave environmental effects. Like no one was doing that at the time.
I think there's a card called Desert that does that, and I think that's the only card in the game that does that.
I would love to have a deck that is really good at environmental effects, just as like sort of a counter to that. So like someone is preparing like their vampire army, and they're like, oh guys, we got all these like flying, like they have all these flying units, so they can like get over most of your defenses. And then it's just like, oh, and then there's like a hailstorm. It'll damage it damages your guys over time, and it disables flying or something like that. And they're like, dang it. My one weakness besides like sunlight. Hailstorms.
That would be an interesting mechanic. That would be an interesting mechanic to like make your like whole area to be like, yeah, please attack me because I want all of your units to just die, all your creatures to just come into my area and not come out.
I think I really like. I feel like some of my favorite cards are ones that are too gimmicky to ever be used.
Oh, yeah.
So like there's one that's got like a ton of attack power and trample, and it's called like, it's just like a giant living island crab thing. But like no one's built a deck around it because it's just too niche. Or it's like, yeah, having one big card like doesn't like what's the word? It's not about having like one big card or whatever. It's about having good synergy between your cards. So the fact that it doesn't necessarily like link up with other stuff means that people don't use it very much.
I remember there's one card, I forget what, it's like a giant turtle that when it enters the battlefield, it must attack on the turn it's set, and when it attacks, it gets exiled from the battlefield as it's attacking.
Oh,
and
it
when it
goes
comes
home.
When it comes back from the battlefield, it will be attacking.
Did either of you
I have
make
to
that?
look at
No.
I have to
Me
look up
neither.
what that card is.
I love I like ones that are token spam, like white decks that have usually white decks have tokens involved, but like
Elspeth,
you can
Sun's Champion does that. You just make three fucking soldier tokens every turn.
yeah, and I love those because of the just the concept behind it, where it's like, oh yeah, I can just continually raise an army of like little 1/1 schlubs to go fight everyone.
Okay, so I got the card. It's called Meandering Tower Shell. It's a 3 for 2 greens, has Island Walk, and whenever Meandering Tower Shell attacks, exile it, returning to the battlefield under your control tapped on the next turn. Tapped and attacking in the beginning of your declare attacker step on your next turn.
And it's the funny thing about these elaborate decks is that like they're too, in my opinion, a lot of them they're just too technical, or what's the word?
Mm-hmm.
They're technical enough when play wise, but they're too technical when it comes to like getting all those cards together. So the only way that I would play, hold on, I was gonna take this opportunity to change my my outfit here. The only way that I would play that style game is if I could, if I was playing like one of those online versions of the game where you can,
Like Arena? Or
yeah,
online?
where you can like set up certain decks and such.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that!
I mean, you can set up deck. You can probably like make a deck on like there's on the phone. It's called the mana box, I think. You can just make a deck and have it be like the list to be like, oh, this is what your mana curve is. It's how many lands you're gonna get. And then there's another website called Tapped Out where you can post like your list online and people can be like, maybe you should change this, or oh, this is a pretty good deck.
There's a
one
look at
more
that.
round.
Now, speaking of ridiculous cards, I have this card, like physically, and I pulled it, but it's kind of hard to cast, and it's ridiculous, and people get pissed off when you play it. It's called Emrakul the Promised End.
Oh, I love Emrakul the Promised End. Mainly, I like his jazz version. Have you seen that meme?
No!
It's called like Emrakul, the gig is up.
The gig is up.
Yeah.
Emrakul the Promised End costs 1 less to cast for each card type in your graveyard. And when you cast Emrakul, you gain control of your target opponent during your player's next turn. After that turn, that player takes another turn. It has flying, trample, and protection from instants, and it's a 13/13 for 13.
I just realized something. Do you think that when you're designing, like in the meta of the meta, as in like when people who make the game are designing decks and how they should work, do you think they keep in mind that like a fully defensive deck shouldn't be as effective as a fully offensive deck, simply because it wouldn't be good gameplay if you could maintain like just 0 damage forever.
I mean,
like a defensive deck would allow you to prevent damage and stuff, but it would still have forward momentum as far as like what your attacks or special moves are.
a totally offensive deck, you could probably just like squash it and then.
Because like I would love to see what I do wonder what the proper counter to like a burn deck is. Like I had a friend who had a physical like burn deck
and fucking counter spells.
counter spell. No spell for you. No
There's
anti-spell.
several creatures in Magic that like tell you to be like, if your opponent casts an instant or a sorcery, just counter that shit.
Just counter it. Kick it back.
There's another Eldrazi that's like that. I think it's Kozilek. Kozilek is like when your opponent casts their first like spell on their turn, counter it immediately. Okay. I know what I was gonna say. I was gonna say why I put it into Magic. So when you were talking about, oh yes, this is your side, you know, the wet side, and this is your land side, right?
Yeah.
Humans, I think humans are just like white, like they're plains, and
They're the plains. Yeah.
yeah, the plains, and everyone else is from a different like a land, and we just try to keep like invading their lands. Be like, get out of the fucking swamps. Get out of the islands.
You know, technically I would say humans primarily live in plains and islands.
So we're like white
It's
blue?
just beaches, really. Yeah.
So, yeah, we're white blue.
Just, someone's gonna... If we had an editor, it's just like someone's gonna have a clip and it's like, what if humans were like, just white?
What if they were white and blue to be like, I don't know if we want to say that.
Kree. I feel like how powerful a Kree is depends on who they're fighting, really.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., where the Kree are simultaneously like a strong human can get into a fight with a Kree and win, but they're also just 2 of them. There's only like they summon up just 2 of them as if they're gonna like prevent the end of the world by like a demon guy. They're like, cause like that was one of their like protocols. It's like, oh, if this like demon guy shows up on Earth, and we send down these 2 Kree warriors. I'm like, that's it? 2? Are they enhanced? Like what? Are they different?
No, they're just
well,
so
no,
confident.
they have axes, and I'm like, that's cool and all, but like you can give anyone an axe.
They're just so confident that those 2 guys will get the job done.
No!
It's like the police. You have you, and then you have your partner.
Yeah. Buddy cop.
This is Johnson, and this is Johnson. No relation.
It's just a. Oh, okay. There's no land in the middle there.
Hey, there's no lands that we placed. We didn't put any lands this turn.
Jeepers.
Oh yeah, that reminds me, Blue Jack. I forgot. Blue Jack, I need to teach you how to play Magic, buddy. No, you don't want to.
I mean, maybe.
I hit the button. Oh.
Another funny thing about Magic is sometimes the storylines are ridiculous. Like in Magic lore.
Uh-huh.
The most ridiculous thing I've ever heard is, and it's recent, but I love the storyline nonetheless, is, we were just talking about her, Emrakul, the Promised End.
Yeah.
So the storyline for Shadows over Innistrad and Eldritch Moon is that,
Oh, you're supposed to go down there. Dang it.
Nahiri's pissed off at Sorin for putting the Eldrazi into Zendikar. So Nahiri's all like, "Oh, well, I'll summon I'll summon Emrakul into Innistrad. Fuck you, Soren, and be like, oh, okay, cool. So Emrakul is fucking shit up and corrupting Innistrad, and then Jace and Tomiko are trying to figure out a way to seal Emrakul into the moon, and then Emrakul is all like, oh,
you gotta say if anyone lived.
Nah, I got eliminated.
Oh, sorry.
And Diva Mechanics waved at us. Hello, Diva Mechanics.
Diva Mechanics.
Mechanics. That's neat.
But Jace and Tomiko are trying to put Emrakul into the moon, and Emrakul's all like, oh, well, okay, that's cool. Why not? Be like, wait. Oh, okay, you're just gonna get sealed in the moon? You're gonna stop your whole plan of world domination? Alright.
And on that note, we need to call it a night.
Yes. I will see. So I've been Taylor. I'm gonna turn my character. That's been Lujack. That's Giggle.
Yeah.
And I'm reminding you to take care.
Stay awesome.
Have a beautiful day.
I can't think of anything. That's my thing.
And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.